You were not supposed to scroll past this. In fact, the timing of this message landing in front of you is no accident. There is a divine reason your spirit stopped here, right now, in this very moment. Because what's about to unfold isn't just information, it's an activation, a transmission, a soul-level awakening. Before the clock strikes midnight, something sacred is shifting. And if you don't tune in, if you ignore this divine nudge, you may miss the most powerful spiritual window you've had access to in a very long time. This is a final call, a last warning, a sacred invitation. May's final portal is now open, and it won't stay open for long. If you've been feeling the intensity lately, the emotional waves, the sleepless nights, the strange dreams, the sense that something huge is coming but you can't quite put your finger on it, this is why. The energetic frequencies flooding into this realm are unlike anything we've experienced in months, and not everyone will be ready for what's coming. But if you're still watching, then you are. Because your awakening starts now. The world around you may still be asleep. People might still be clinging to their distractions, chasing status, seeking validation in empty places. But you feel different. You've been hearing the whispers. You've been sensing the tension in the air. You've been pulled into solitude, reflection, deep inner shifts. And now the reason is clear. Your soul has been preparing for this portal all along. This is not hype. This is prophecy. The final portal of May is not just a moment in time. It is a cosmic doorway, a threshold between who you've been and who you are destined to become. And the energy coming through this portal will expose anything in your life that is false, out of alignment, or draining your power. Old patterns, they're collapsing. Toxic cycles, they're being broken. Relationships that can't rise with you, they're being stripped away. This portal is not about comfort, it's about clarity. And when clarity arrives, illusions must fall. So if you've been feeling like you're losing everything, don't panic. You're not losing your life. You're shedding your old self. You're being called to step through this energetic doorway naked of ego, free of attachments, and surrendered to truth. Because the you that is entering this portal is not the same you that will come out on the other side. You've been carrying outdated versions of yourself for too long, versions that were shaped by trauma, fear, and survival. But this portal is asking you, are you ready to let that go? Are you ready to stop playing small? Are you ready to remember who you were before the world told you who to be? This portal will push you to choose. Will you stay in comfort or step into calling? Will you keep shrinking for others or finally expand into your divine light? Will you ignore the signs or answer the call that's been ringing in your spirit? The time for hesitation is over. The old world is dissolving. A new timeline is birthing. And you who are the bridge between them. You've been feeling the pressure because you were born to stand at the intersection of collapse and creation. You are part of the generation that came here to rebuild, to remember, to awaken the sleeping giants within human souls. But it starts with you, and that's why this portal is so critical, because the energy coming through it will amplify whatever is inside you. If you're carrying fear, you'll feel more fear. If you're clinging to pain, the pain will scream louder. But if you are aligned with truth, with purpose, with soul, everything in your reality will begin to accelerate. Opportunities, downloads, divine connections, unexplainable blessings. But it won't come to those who are half awake. It won't reach those who are still pretending. It will come to those who are willing to strip down to their essence and say, I'm ready. So let me ask you now, before this portal closes, are you ready? Because this is the moment your old self has feared and your higher self has been praying for. Don't miss it. Don't sleep on your awakening. Don't let the distractions of the world numb your spirit to what's trying to birth through you. This portal is cleansing you, rewiring you, positioning you. And yes, it may feel like chaos. Yes, it may bring breakdowns. But don't confuse discomfort with destruction. The discomfort is growth. The breakdowns are breakthroughs in disguise. You're not falling apart. You're being realigned. Things that used to matter won't anymore. People you thought you couldn't live without will disappear, and you'll feel lighter. Habits that kept you stuck will start to feel unbearable, because your soul can no longer tolerate anything that doesn't match your frequency. This is the portal of rebirth. You are not here to be who you were last year, last month, or even last week. You are here to evolve, to ascend, to return to the divine blueprint you carried before this world tried to erase it. So breathe into this truth. Everything you're losing is making space for everything your soul has been crying out for, and everything that's crumbling is clearing the path for the next version of you to rise. You've been waiting for a sign. This is it. You've been asking for a breakthrough. This is the opening. You've been praying for a shift. This is the alignment. But you must choose it. No more waiting. No more wondering. No more hoping someone else will come save you. The awakening doesn't come from outside of you. It starts within. Your higher self is already calling you forward. And now, the universe is catching up. The vibrations of this portal are charged with sacred codes, downloads designed specifically for those who are aligned, aware, and awake. And those who tune in during this time will experience acceleration unlike anything they felt before. You'll begin to notice synchronicities increasing, angel numbers appearing at the perfect moment, vivid dreams with powerful messages, conversations that seem divinely orchestrated, and a rising sense of calm, even when your outer world seems to be shifting rapidly, because your inner world is aligning. The truth is, your soul already knew this was coming. That's why you've been purging. That's why you've been feeling heavy emotions. You were being prepared for this gateway all along. Now the door is open, and all you have to do is walk through. But walking through means leaving behind everything you've outgrown. And that's not always easy. It means saying goodbye to versions of yourself that were built on pain. It means releasing identities that no longer match your light. It means surrendering your timeline and trusting divine timing. But in that surrender is your freedom. In that release is your rebirth. And in that leap of faith is your miracle. Don't underestimate the power of this portal, because when midnight comes and this energy begins to integrate fully, your life will not look the same. You will not look the same. You will begin to attract differently, to see differently, to love differently, because you will be vibrating from a new frequency. And what once felt like resistance will suddenly open up with ease. What once felt delayed will suddenly accelerate. What once felt confusing will suddenly become crystal clear. Because the fog will lift, the veil will thin, the old will dissolve, and you will rise. Now, as you prepare to walk through this gateway, you may find that certain things in your life are starting to shake loose. Relationships, routines, even beliefs you once held dear are beginning to dissolve. This can be unsettling, but it's essential to understand that the destruction you're witnessing is not failure. It's clearing the way for divine transformation. The world you're stepping into on the other side of this portal will be unlike anything you've ever experienced before. But in order to step into it, you must let go of the things that no longer serve your highest good. You cannot carry the weight of old patterns, limiting beliefs, or toxic connections into your new life. This might feel like a loss at first, but what if I told you that everything you're shedding is only making space for the divine blessings that are coming your way? The divine plan for your life has always been bigger than you could have imagined. You've been going through a process of purification and expansion, and this portal is the final moment of activation. Everything that you've experienced, the challenges, the heartbreaks, the moments of doubt, was preparing you for this very point. You were being built for this moment. And now, the universe is aligning in your favor. Things that felt impossible before will suddenly seem easy. What you've been praying for will begin to appear out of nowhere. People you've been longing to meet will show up at exactly the right time. Doors that seemed locked will suddenly open. And the weight you've been carrying will be replaced with a sense of freedom, clarity, and divine purpose. However, with this blessing comes responsibility. You will be called to step fully into your power and take bold action. The universe won't just hand you everything you've asked for. It will require you to rise to meet it. You will need to be bold, courageous, and unafraid to take steps that might feel uncomfortable at first. Your awakening is not just a passive experience. It's an active one. It will require you to let go of old fears, old doubts, and old habits. You will be called to embrace your full potential, to stand firm in your truth, and to take risks that align with your soul's calling. This is why so many people struggle with awakening. They want the blessings without the change. They want the growth without the discomfort. But true transformation requires us to step out of our comfort zones and face the unknown with faith. As you step through this portal, understand that it may not always feel easy. There will be moments when you feel doubt. There will be moments when the world around you seems chaotic. But in those moments, remember this: you are not alone. The energy coming through this portal is not only for you, it's for all of us. We are collectively moving toward a higher vibration, and you are part of that sacred movement. Now is the time to stand in your power. The world is waiting for you to show up as the true, awakened version of yourself. The version that knows their worth. The version that trusts their intuition. The version that has seen the struggle and still chooses to rise. This is the moment of your spiritual breakthrough. And when you emerge on the other side, you will see the world through new eyes. The fear and uncertainty that once held you back will no longer have a grip on you. You will understand your purpose more clearly. You will see how every challenge was shaping you for something greater. You will know that every tear, every setback, every moment of struggle was part of your divine preparation. You may also begin to realize that the people around you won't fully understand the changes you're undergoing. They might question your decisions, challenge your beliefs, or even try to pull you back into your old life. But you must remain strong. Stay grounded in your truth, because the life that is waiting for you on the other side of this portal is worth everything you've had to let go of. This is your moment of transformation, your moment of clarity, your moment to step into a new chapter of divine purpose and power. There is no more time for waiting. The energy of this portal is active, and it will continue to move through you whether you're ready or not. But I know you're ready. I can feel it in your energy. Your soul has been crying out for this breakthrough, and now it's here. So when this portal closes, you will be different. You will be clearer, stronger, and more aligned with your divine purpose than ever before. But the work doesn't stop here. The moment you walk through this portal, you will feel an influx of energy. You may experience new insights, bursts of creativity, and heightened intuition. You will begin to attract new opportunities, new people, and new experiences that align with your soul's true path. However, this is just the beginning. You must continue to show up. You must continue to listen to the whispers of your soul, and you must continue to walk in faith, even when the path seems uncertain. This is your spiritual awakening, and it is the most important journey of your life. You've been prepared for this moment, and now you're about to step into the life you were always meant to live.